This is where my spicy take comes in.
Let's hear
Okay.
it. I love it.
It's tough because last year, literally, the Nuggets swept this team, okay, in the Western Conference Finals. But I do have the Lakers beating the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals this year. It's a spicy take. I get it. I understand. I mean, look, they had no answers for Nikola Jokic. Do they still have answers now? I'm not so sure. But I do think they're more insulated from dealing with things. I think they have more kind of options that they could go with lineup wise to make things a little bit more difficult. And on top of that, the Lakers were not a very good offensive team last year, including the playoffs. I think they will be a much better offensive team this year. They have the shooting. They have the spacing requisite between D'Lo. You mentioned Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince. I think Rui Hachimura is an improved shooter. Christian Wood is a good shooter. Like, they have the shooting required to compete offensively with those teams. And if you get a healthy LeBron James, right, which they didn't last year, if you get a healthy LeBron James, if you get a healthy Anthony Davis, you have a shot. That's my essential thing here. I have the Lakers going to the NBA Finals. That is what I have. Who do you have in your Western Conference Finals?
I have the same matchup. I do think it will be Denver and the Lakers. And okay. I will say, last year, the Lakers they started to figure out that defensive adjustment. They started to figure out towards the end what might have worked. And I think that they are more equipped this year to handle them. That being said, I just can't count out Denver. So I'm picking the Nuggets. I think they're gonna. That's fair. I think they're gonna take them down. I do think that if it's those two, it's going to 7. I think it's going to be a chess match, and I think it's going to be an incredible one to watch. But I'm going with Denver.
I like it. Okay, I like it. That's totally fine. Look, I think the Nuggets, if you were to simulate that series a bunch of times, I think there's a pretty good chance the Nuggets come out the victors most of the time. The well-oiled machine. They have younger bodies. They have guys that can go deeper into the playoff run. The only thing that kind of brings into question the Nuggets repeating is that repeating in the NBA is really freaking hard. And going to back-to-back finals is also really freaking hard. There were already, quotes from the Nuggets training camp that they're tired. Like, they're already kind of tired from the summer, having a shorter summer, having, obviously Nikola Jokic being overseas, Jamal Murray, all that stuff. Like, I think there is some credence to, hey, maybe this team is a little too tired to win. I'm again, Nuggets fans, please do not kill me. I'm just saying it's hard to repeat in the NBA. It's very, very hard to repeat. We've only seen the Warriors and Lakers do it in this century. So I just think it's tough. That's the only reason I don't have the Nuggets making it to the finals or even winning the NBA championship. Yours would be a Milwaukee-Denver finals. I have a Lakers-Celtics finals, which Lakers-Celtics.
Classic.
Yeah. Okay, who do you have winning that finals then, if it's Milwaukee-Denver?
I hate to say it.
I've got
Denver winning it. I do.
You got the Nuggets repeating? I do. Repeat.
I don't. It's going to be difficult. I think most people, and I do think most likely probably you're going to have an Eastern Conference team winning in terms of how much they just loaded up. But I think Denver's going to have their opportunity. They're young. Denver's young. They're still ready, but they're young. I think Denver's going to have their opportunity to kind of go out and maybe make some moves to bring in some more veterans, or maybe kind of round things out a little bit. I think that opportunity is going to be there for them. It's just going to be, how aggressive are we? Where do we think we need to improve? But I think Denver, I talked myself back and forth because on one hand, I had this whole conversation in my head about, could Damian Lillard win the MVP? And I actually think he could. It wouldn't surprise me. And so I wouldn't be surprised. I go so back and forth on how hungry Milwaukee is and how they just pushed all their chips in. And so, but at the same time, I can't count out how dominant Denver just was. So I'm giving them that as my official answer, final answer, locking it in, the Denver Nuggets.
The Denver Nuggets. Okay. So I love it. Cool. Rock with it. Repeat champs. first repeat champs since the Warriors. They would be the third team to repeat in this century. It would be very impressive. I'd be so down. I'm a Jamal Murray guy, Canadian. Hello, hey, rocking. I'm rocking with you. Yes, I'm down. Count me in. Mm-hmm. But I've got. Oh, this is so crazy. This is so crazy. I have got the Lakers beating the Celtics in the NBA Finals. They are the champions. That's what I think will happen. I just think year 21 LeBron, I think he's going to be more healthy this season. I don't know to what extent that will be. There's a lot of question marks around this Lakers team. For the people who are wondering how outlandish this take is, I understand. They're not the favorites here to win. I think Boston, Milwaukee, Denver, even Phoenix have better chances to win the NBA championship this season. I have the Lakers winning because, one, I really think that they did an incredible job in the offseason to insulate their stars. Their stars will be much more rested going into the playoffs this year. I think when you have a more rested LeBron James, a more rested Anthony Davis, when we were talking to Raj, I was talking to Raj for the start of this kind of season, if you will, and the fact that they had to claw back and get that play-in spot, they were going at playoff intensity for 40 games before the playoffs started. So just to kind of contextualize Anthony Davis and LeBron James and how healthy they were and weren't last year, they can kind of take it a little bit more easily in the regular season this year. I think Austin Reeves will have a good year. You mentioned Gabe Vincent. I agree with you. I'm not sure if he'll win Sixth Man of the Year, but I agree that he'll have a good season. I think their additions of Christian Wood and Rui Hachimura and all that stuff is going to work. And also, I will say they also have the salaries to make a trade at some point this season. I would not be surprised if they go after a Buddy Hield. They still have a first-round pick that they can give out there. I would not be surprised if they get involved for another player if they decide to. It's the Los Angeles Lakers at the end of the day. So I will say there are some caveats to this, but I do like the Lakers winning an NBA championship this season.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to check out the entire Objective Basketball podcast, the link is in the description. We will see you there.